Hi, Eric Wilson here, independent licensed mechanic with 30 years of experience. In the next short while, I'm going to show you the inside story on this 2014 Honda CR-V all-wheel drive. Now, coming in on the front left tire, you got about 50%, 60% tread on all-season radios, so definitely you got some good tread left there. Now, coming behind the front left tire, first thing I want to point out is that you got about 20,000 K left on your front brake, so down a bit, but definitely not out. This is the left lower ball joint. Now, it's critical for this to be tight because it's the only thing that holds the left wheel to the chassis, and it is tight. This outer CV boot here is full of grease, and if it was leaking, you see grease all over the place. Important not to be, because it lubricates the axle going forward. Now, this is and here's a shot of that's the inner CV boot on the left side, and more importantly, look behind it, how dry and clean that is. That is a leak point there, and if it was leaking, you'd see oil all over the place. Not something you want. This is the left lower ball. This is the left sway bar link connector from here up to there. Important to be connected because it dampens the sway while it goes around the corner. This is your left outer tie rod. Now, this is the only thing that holds the left wheel to the steering, and it is tight. So, brake-wise, leak-wise, suspension-wise, I'm not seeing anything so far on the left front side. Now, coming across, okay, here is your catalytic converter. Now, nothing wrong with it, okay? The trouble is that people are laying on the ground and reaching up and going cut, and you've got yourself a $1,000 repair that you weren't expecting. Now, I've got the answer for that, and if you buy the vehicle, I'm going to show you one of the things I'm going to do to stop that from happening. Now, if you buy the vehicle, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put stainless steel cables like this on your cat. And remember, people laying on the ground when they're doing it, they reach up, they hit the cable, they say forget it, they try again, they say forget it, they move on, and you save yourself a stolen cat if you buy the vehicle. That's number 1 of 3. Now, coming to the front right side, you're looking for 60% tread on all season radios. Now, this is your right outer CV boot, good and dry. Right lower ball joint is tight. Front brakes on the right are 20,000 K. Your right sway bar link connected from here up to there, intact, doing its job. The right inner CV boot, good and dry. More importantly, if you look behind there, that's a leak point, and if it was leaking, you'd see it all inside there, good and dry. The right outer tie rod, critical, the only thing holding the wheels to the steering, and that is tight. So brake-wise, leak-wise, suspension-wise, on the front, I'm not seeing any concern. Following back, falling down on the exhaust, no cracks, no breaks, looking very, very clean. And final out the back. Now, checking for any kind of, other than a little bit of surface rust, I am not seeing any major rust issues in here. No structural parts. Okay, surface rust, but no structural rust issues that I can see. Now, it's all-wheel drive, so this is your drive shaft. Now, right here, this is your rear diff. Now, this is a leak point. If it was going to leak, it would leak right here, or it would leak right here, or it would leak right here. And see for yourself, bottom of the diff, good and dry. Now, the right rear tire, about 50% tread, all-season radios. The right outer CV, good and dry. The right sway, but the right spring suspension, good and dry. Now, more importantly, right here, if this tube is full of oil, if it was leaking, you'd see it right there, good and dry. The brakes on about 20,000 K left on the brakes, about same as the front, about 20,000 K. Your right rear sway bar link connected from here to here, intact, doing its job. Coming across to the left rear tire, about 50% on all season radios. Left sway bar link connected from there to there. Your left rear spring suspension, follow it down, no cracks, no breaks. More importantly, good and dry. Your left outer CV boot, good and dry. Left inner CV boot, good and dry. Brakes, 20,000 K. So, underneath, brake-wise, leak-wise, suspension-wise, and rust-wise, I'm not seeing anything of any issue. Okay, with the scanner plugged in, you look under codes found, 0. Okay, so there is no check engine codes, which is a good thing. No cracks in your windshield. Now I'm going to take you out and show you the condition of the motor. Okay, with a shot of the motor running. Okay, and exhaust, nothing out of the ordinary. Now, one thing I always do is I take off the oil cap and I take a look underneath for any kind of indication of white goo. Now, this is very clean, and that's a good thing, because white goo would be a mixture of oil and antifreeze, which would be a big problem, and walk away. I am not seeing any problem. I'm not hearing any problem with this motor. And so what I want to show you now is the second and third thing that you're going to receive if you buy the vehicle. Now, what this is here is an anti-lock theft protection system that I'm going to wire right into the fuse box here, and it's going to have its own fob, and it's going to be controlled by this fob. And if this fob is 9 feet or farther away from the car, it doesn't matter if the keys are in the ignition, it will not start. So gentlemen, keep this key in your wallet. Ladies, keep it on your house keys, because if you're 9 feet away, it doesn't matter if the keys are in the ignition, the car will not start. The car cannot be stolen. And that's number two. Number three is this simple little thing right here. It doesn't look like much, but I have used it for 30 years to save 10% gasoline, diesel fuel, natural gas. It never fails, never stops working. In fact, I put it on my house and I save 10%, and I'll show you how to do the same. Now, these three things you will receive free of charge if you buy the vehicle. Contact me. I will get you in and out, and hopefully this will help you make an informed decision on whether this is for you or not. And thank you very much.